So I don't think that I've actually given a tour of my truck yet. So let's just do that really quick. So first thing you see as soon as I open the back door here, just move these pieces. You see my pressure reels right here, kind of tangled and crazy. I think some of my buddies that were helping me out may have done it like that because my OCD wouldn't allow me to do that. But yeah, so these two right here are my pressure reels, and they're hooked up to my pressure washer here. Heated unit. I think I went over that before, so no need to really dwell on that. Also, what I did here on the side, I saw Jason Guyman do this, and I hope I hooked it up correctly. But I did a three-way ball valve. This right now is pulling water. Don't worry, that's not blood on my hand. That's actually apple wash surfactant. And then here on the top end, this top line right here is my chemical line. Here's my fresh water line. And they both plug into here to go in my reel. I have the water turned on right now. Actually should probably, let me see here. If I can turn it, there we go. There we go. All right there in the middle, that's actually off. And I'll do the same on the other side here. And the same thing on this reel. They both are kind of, if I can figure out which way to go, there you go. And that's off right there. Same deal. Those two are my pressure lines. And then I have my soft wash line right here, my soft wash reel. And then it goes, well, this is where it's getting fed into the soft wash reel. Right here, I have my switch to turn on my soft wash pump, which my soft wash pump is way back there on the wall. I'll go back there in a second, but I can just hit it from here, boom, and turn it on. And let me walk you back there to the soft wash pump. Okay, so here's my soft wash pump right here. Here's my blend manifold right here. This is my fresh water line. This right here is my chemical line. And then you have your surfactant line right here. So basically, if you don't know, the water comes from the water tank right here, huge 275 IBC tote. It comes from this drop stick, or I guess you can, it's not really a drop stick because I can't really just take it out and drop it. I actually built it in there, but there's PVC pipe on the other end of that going down to the bottom with a filter on the line. Basically it comes through there, and then that line ends up coming into the bottom of my blend manifold. There's a surfactant line which I have tied on here. Usually what I do is I just take my bottle surfactant down there and I just set it down here on the floor while I'm doing a job, and I just kind of stick the tube in there. I didn't really want to buy a whole, I don't know, a whole separate, actually, let me take that back. I bought a whole separate thing, but the jug shape was just awkward, and I don't know. I just found it just as easy to take the surfactant and just dip it into the bottle. So that's my surfactant line getting pulled in there. And then this line right here is my chemical line. Here's my chemical tank with another one of these makeshift, more permanent drop stick deals. Getting sucked out of here, getting sucked up into here, and then all three of these lines coming up and then meeting here to be blended and mixed, and then to be kicked out of here, going in, hitting the filter here, boom, and then from the filter going through the pump, down and around, and then all the way back out there to the chemical reel, which we saw earlier. Also, let's start over here on the pressure side too. Oh, so I've got my big guy surface cleaner, 28-inch surface cleaner. Also got a fiberglass ladder. This is a 28-foot fiberglass ladder right here. Heavy as all get out. Okay. But I heard, like with the aluminum ladders, you run a risk for shock if you hit a power line going across. I don't know, I think I still run a risk for shock, but I guess you're minimizing the risk for shock. I don't know. Anyway, All right, so let's see. Here's my freshwater tank, okay? And I showed you already this permanent drop stick behind that yellow strap there is going to my soft wash system. That elbow that you see right there, that white PVC elbow, is actually my water supply coming from the house, going into this green garden reel here. And then from the side of that green garden reel, which I need to move my boxes and stuff with all my masks and protective equipment out of the way, but basically that line comes out of the bottom. That line runs under the pipe here, all the way up and around to the PVC pipe, drops down. I have a Hudson float valve on the, and this is just in case I get anything in my fresh water. I'm just gonna fish it out here with the net. But yeah, I got a Hudson float valve on the other side of this. Hey Mark, I'll see you in a second, bro. And that will turn off my water once it gets to a certain level. Then, as you see right here, I've got a line coming out of here and a twin line coming out there. Both of those are fresh water lines that I showed you earlier on my pressure reels that I switched with that 3-way ball valve. They run just straight up to the front of the truck there. Then down here out of the mouth, it goes right into a T. If we go off to our right here of the PVC, and I got it open right now actually because I just dumped off some water. That is my dump valve going right out the truck there. I'm actually going to take something and fill that in. Oh, I forgot to show you that. This is empty right now, but actually my battery sits in there for my soft wash system. So I just hooked that up in the mornings right before I'm about to go do a job, and yeah, ready for action. And then at night I take the battery out in the house, and I have a wall charger for it to replenish my deep cycle marine battery. So that's the dump valve side of the PVC. And then if you follow off on this end, which is actually turned off now, it actually elbows here, comes back into my line. Okay, my line whips around under the gas tank there, around the other side of the pressure washer, and then it goes in right there in my intake in the bottom there, cycles through, comes back out on that gray line right there through my unloader valve, and at my unloader valve, so let me back it up a little bit, it will then follow that gray tube up into the heater there to either be heated or just pass through, or it can go on this black line right here, which is my bypass line, which I then, spliced, not very well, maybe I need to resplice that, and it runs back into the side there. I don't know if you can see that, but that runs back into the side of my freshwater tank to be recycled. And then, but with the gray line here, the gray line runs up into the heater to either be heated or not, and then it drops down here and it goes into my jump lines, my high pressure jump lines, which then each one of those feed into the reel there. So that is pretty much a tour of the truck. Should have turned some lights on. I got these little and these are really just for the construction time. Boom. I got two of those in here, and also have that dome light up there. And I just used that on nights when I was in the back of the truck doing plumbing work. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this gives you some ideas as to what you can do with your pressure truck. And if you guys have any feedback from me, please feel free. Thank you.